Welcome to our live stream of high school sports. Please note that this broadcast is produced by an independent team of sports enthusiasts, and the views, opinions, and commentary expressed are solely those of the commentators and not representative of the schools, teams, or athletes featured. While we strive for accuracy, occasional errors or misstatements may occur. This stream is intended for entertainment and educational purposes only. Thank you for joining us and enjoy the show.
Yeah, come on, let's go. Hey, you ain't never seen nothing like this. Ain't no telling how it might get. It's the hypest right here. High school sports at its finest. So many highlights, you have to rewind it. Hey, Stream City, let me just remind you. The heart of a lion, a team full of fighters. So many stars on the field, it'll blind you. They're giving everything they got till the time's up. Yeah, legends in the making. History is made. We just getting started. You ain't seen a thing. YSN, gotta know the name. They gon' bring the flames. They gon' do their thing. Take it to another level. Don't hold back. High school, got a passion and we show that. Got the drive and you know they got the heart. Number one spot for your high school sports. Let's go for the win. Hey.
And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Brand new week here on YSN Live. DJ Yoakley alongside the 8-time best-selling author, as well as the world traveler, Grammy, Emmy award-winning Pulitzer Prize nominee. Didn't win, but that's okay. We'll get him next time. We'll be better tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the one, the only, Anthony Ronald Hartwig. Hi, Ronnie.
Welcome to a new week. It's a Monday.
Happy Monday.
Yes.
Monday.
Happy Monday.
And what a Monday. The Mondayest Monday of all time. It is, we're here to make it the best Monday of all time as well. We are going to catch you up from the weekend, which consisted of Thursday night even. We go back all the way to that with some highlights that we'll dig out here shortly. We'll talk over these highlights. Ant, you and I had quite the conversation last week, not knowing that it would lead to what happened over the weekend with the officiating, with coaches, players. We saw some technicals that
Maybe the officials heard our show.
I got some side eyes. I got some side eyes from some officials. So I'm guessing. I mean, they showed us. Here's what let's preface this. We love officials.
Yeah.
We love them. We love them like never before. Maybe not as much as Abraham Lincoln, but maybe a little more here. We do, honest to God, we love officials. We can't play games without them. Okay. That being said, kind of like with all due respect, and I mean, with all due respect, I think we got a little bit of an issue. Now listen, mistakes happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's an age that we live in that it's going to be filmed. It's going to be recorded. It's going to be disseminated. It's going to be
torn apart because people are going to watch videos and be like, here's this screenshot zoomed in at, and you can clearly tell that it's like, well, referees don't have the ability to zoom in, pause the play. And we don't even have the ability to replay in high school. I think there are people, oh man, high school needs replay. Hold the phone. We're way far away from
but are we?
But
are we
going to a booth and being like, let me look at this. It'd be cool if they came back to YSN. It was like,
that's what I'm saying.
We don't even have replay yet. Like we can't replay live.
Wait a minute.
As far as I know,
we can, but it just sets our live stream back a while. We can go back in and replay. How
with Rob we can. You're right.
No. you can go back on YSN. If you're watching a game live, you can scrub back to wherever you want on a game. That ability has been there since the beginning.
Oh yeah,
of
if you're
YSN.
watching it, I mean, like our broadcasters can't on their computer while they're streaming hit a button.
No, but someone else could pull it
Right,
up.
right. Yeah,
and they
you're
can-
right. Yeah.
So the replay is available. As Sean
Yes.
Elwood says, I may be a person of interest in Warren. Sean, you're off the hook.
Yeah.
You did great. You were wonderful.
You were in.
What I will tell, and we should we just
You want to roll the clip?
roll the clip. Here we go.
Rolls out. 10 seconds to play. Tigers will have a last shot to win it. 5 seconds to play. Box out. Saul. 1 second. He won't get it off. The shot does not count. But wait a minute. They count the bucket. Are you kidding me? They counted the bucket. And they're swarming here in Halland. Are you kidding me?
And there's the tag. But what I will say is, and we'll see if we can run this back. No offense, Sean. Without the audio, we're gonna just talk over it. There's still a little bit of audio.
10 seconds.
So let's talk about this. Okay, so break this down real time, right? There's no audio. You don't know when the buzzer's going off, but when you hear the buzzer, there's pictures on the internet, not YSN. There are YSN ones. Shout out to our sponsors because they're all over this, which I'm sure they're like.
Our sponsor, the one that I think is the one that's getting NDC is getting a lot of pub because they're the ones that happened to be on the screen when that got screenshotted. But yeah, so you look at this play first at the beginning of it. Free throws are important. Like, let's just start with that. You hit your free throw, it's a tie game instead of a game-winning shot. Importance of free throws from a coach's perspective. Then you go into just the way this unfolded. I'm surprised Warren Harding also took the rebounders out of the equation, but yeah, it's close. It's definitely close.
There, you heard the buzzer. Scroll it back a couple. Whenever we first hear the buzzer, that's where we're going to stop it.
I didn't hear it yet.
I heard it.
Okay.
Here, I'll crank it up. That way we can get, and we're not. Oh boy, I just do it. This is going to be bad, whichever way we put it.
He won't get it off.
All right, hang on.
Box out. Saul. 1 second.
Now, yeah.
I mean, there's pictures all over the internet
Right.
of this. The officials have come back and they reached out. As I understand it, and this is all hearsay, and you know, I'm friends with one of the officials that was on this game. Had no idea until yesterday. The officials reached out and said, we made a mistake. They said, listen, we're going to own it. We're going to make a mistake. Or we made a mistake, rather.
Right.
And they called the Warren Harding coach, admitted. See, this is what I love about just people in general. Like, if you're the right, they didn't do this to screw over Warren Harding.
Right. And look, it's close. Like we're picking it apart. We're saying you can pause it and see naked eye in live in the game when there's no video. Like it's a close. It's not like it's an egregiously. He was at the 3-point line when the buzzer went off, and he had an extra second to drive in and put the layup in. It was close, and it was one of those ones with video you can see. Well, we made a mistake, but like hindsight's 2020. When you're in that moment, it's really hard that you're trying to listen for the buzzer and see if the ball's out of his hands. At the same, like you're looking at a lot of things as a referee, so they feel bad about it. I know that we've had other, examples of missed calls in the past where we've talked to umpires and referees after, and they're like, "Yeah, we missed it. We feel really bad about it, but there's nothing we can do about it at this point." I remember last year softball, there was a home run in Boardman went off the scoreboard, came back in, and the referees thought it went off. The umpires thought it went off the top of the fence and came back in. So they didn't call it a home run. And then they obviously go back, they watch the tape, and they're like, oh, crap, well, that was absolutely a home run. It went off the scoreboard. It didn't go off the top of the fence. They felt really bad about it. But you kind of got to just it's sports, right? That's one of the things about sports. There are going to be missed calls. There are going to be controversial calls in every level. We've seen it happen in the pros. We've seen it happen in college. We've seen it happen in high school. It's just kind of part of the game.
And I agree with that. I'm not disputing that.
Mm-hmm.
Calling for jail time. And this isn't just fans. This is, we may or may not have had a copyright infringement upon our hands over the weekend that we had to deal with. Public entities calling for jail time. I mean, these referees are human beings. And again, if this was the NBA, or this was, I mean, you could say college sports now because you can bet on them. And like, if you can trace if you could get your Bruce Wayne on and tie things back to, corruption, I'm just going to go out on a limb and say nobody had any bad feelings or ill will towards Harding. It was unless you're breaking it down and slowing it down, it was a bang play. And again, like you said, every coach that, and we didn't do any interviews with any of the coaches because we didn't want to put gasoline on the fire necessarily. This is just our opinion. And because obviously we've been a part of this and I'll use the word again, dissemination of this video and the information, and it's over 200,000 views of it just on Facebook alone. It's one of those situations where, like, I'm going to defend referees in this, and I'm going to say, listen, we all make mistakes, and the fact that they owned up to it and they felt bad about it tells me that this wasn't intentional in any way, shape, or form. And to me, that's enough. But when you have people that is extremist the right word? Like, I know, like, when you talk about extremists, you're thinking about, like, a lot of times politics and religion, like sports extremists too. Like, you take this, like, calling for jail time for referees because they blew a call is a little much.
Yeah, and I know.
It's like stealing a stick of bubble
is,
gum and calling for the chair.
I know part of it is satire. Oh, they should be in jail, like satire. Like, I'm not literally saying like go to their house and arrest them because they broke the law, but like, jail time.
No. There's comments. You read them, I'm sure.
Yeah, but I think
calling
it's one of those
for
things,
actual prison.
I think it's satire, but
send him to Guantanamo Bay.
If we know if a kicker misses a field goal in the pros, they get death threats. Like, that's a little bit too far. It shouldn't happen. I'm sure there's a couple of kickers over the weekend that are probably getting some angry.
Get out of here, McManus.
Yeah, angry DMs.
You stink.
There are definitely fans that go way too far with how much they say and do after things don't go their way.
All that being said, though, this next clip, I take it the other way. I take it the other, and I think this is the clip. It's not labeled. Here we go. Check.
He gets it to Smith. Smith dunks it home. We are tied at 38.
Okay, so that's a 5-slam-a-jamma. Brody Smith goes elevation like you two.
Mm-hmm.
Pops it down. You saw at the end there, the gentleman stand up, palms to the sky. Smith got teed up for that.
Yeah, he hung on the rim, which is a rule. You're not allowed to.
No. There
was a state championship a couple of years ago where the kid hung on the rim got a T for it, and then they lost the state championship because of that. And it was the same, like he didn't really hang, but it like some refs are like, if you stay on there for even a smidge longer than you have to, we're gonna tee you up because
That's crap.
And
That's crap.
it's out there, and it's unfortunate that you're supposed to be able to at least get yourself out of the way of someone that's underneath you. So if someone's under you while you're dunking, you're supposed to be able to hold yourself up so you can not land on them. And I think refs take a way too much liberty with you can't hang on the rim, because there's a difference between like showing people up and I'm just trying to finish the play and not get hurt. And unfortunately, that's how some refs call it. That is a rule that you can't hang on the rim, but I think some refs are a little bit too tight with that call too.
Bush League. Straight. And here's, as someone who will never slam dunk, okay, I say this with all due respect. For those that can, let the Flyers fly. And yes, I agree. If you're like Shaquille O'Neal, like trying to bring that son of a gun down, like you're trying, there is, yes, tee him up, bang, boom. Okay. To me, Ant, that was just an element of safety. He was going Smith's going full speed to the bucket. This wasn't just pop up and like, excuse me, I'm just going to dunk this right on your nugget. It was going full speed, slams it down. His momentum carries him one way. What would you like him to do? You know what? I'm going to go up, slam dunk it, and I'm going to go flying into the wall.
Yeah.
And for those of you that are sitting there, and listen, I don't, with no disrespect, if you are sitting there saying, just lay it up. Just, why you got to show off? Just why don't you lay it up? Like,
go back to the 50s.
Yeah, go put it into.
That's not how we
basket.
play basketball anymore.
You can put it down.
The funny thing is, the hanging on the rim rule is meant for safety. Like, it's meant for safety because the idea is, if you hang, you have more of a chance of your feet not landing, under you, so you can, tear your ACL when you land wrong or whatever it may be, or land on your head or whatever it may be. But there is times when you have to kind of stay up there to be safe. Like I said, sometimes there are people under you that you can land on. Sometimes your momentum just carries you with the dunk.
He gets it to Smith. Smith dunks it home.
Okay,
so
time
let's
out.
break this down.
I didn't mean to do that. Hang on. Where's the? Okay, so let's look at this again. Okay, so Smith breakaway.
Now there's no one underneath him.
There's no, but look how close the wall. And this isn't Louisville's fault, but look how close that wall is to the baseline. Okay, so the dude goes up. Look at that. Is he supposed to let go now? Is Smith supposed to let go now? Because if that, I'm not a physicist or a scientist.
Now once his legs go, if he lets go now, he's getting hurt. Like he's going to fall on his hip. He's got to hang on at this point. I'm sure the people that are against this, the other side, are like, just let go of it as soon as you put it in. But that's almost impossible. Like once you kind of have that hold of the rim, your feet are going all the way the other way. You have to hold on at this point for safety. And that's why this rule is kind of silly to me. I think it needs to be called a lot differently, in my opinion.
It's bunk. So so now, he's going to let go.
Now he's back straight. So now he can let go, and he does. So I think the refs think that he kind of pulled himself up on the rim, and that's why his legs went up. Maybe like if we could talk to the refs, it'd be awesome if there were like a ref post game press conference. They'd probably say, well, he pulled himself up on the rim and he tried to show people up. But I don't think that's what happened. I think very clearly his momentum took him that way as he dunked, because like you said, he stole the ball, ran full speed to the hoop, jumped up and dunked it. And he had to wait for his feet to get back under him before he could let go. That's safety. And it's the same thing. If someone was under you, you have to hold on until they clear so you don't fall on them. That shouldn't have been called a technical foul. And I'm sure the referees would probably look back at the tape and maybe say the same thing again if they could say, well, we made a mistake.
I hope so. I mean, listen, again, like you said, we don't have the ability to contact every ref every time there's a call we don't agree with. But I will say this, and we're not putting them on blast. That was not a technical. That was not a technical. That was not, again, his momentum carrying him. And Derpy's in the comments saying he did hang on the rim.
He did.
Calm down.
You're technically allowed to if you are making yourself and putting yourself in a safer situation. Now, usually it's if someone's under you. That's where the stipend is. But in that situation, like we just broke down, if he let go as soon as he dunked it, he would not have landed with his feet under him, and he has a higher risk of injury. So he
and
was
then
doing
what do you? So are you advocating for more injuries during basketball? Like by doing this, are you taking away? So what you're doing? Let me explain what you're doing, just from a sports fan's, I guess, view. You're saying don't dunk.
Yeah, the referee. You're not allowed to dunk in warm-ups either in high school, by the way. If they see you dunking a warm-up, they're going to tee you up. Now, a lot of refs don't really do that. They kind of, we see nothing. Because I've seen a lot of kids dunk in warm-ups, but technically, you're not allowed to dunk in warm-ups.
And that's been a rule for as long as I've known basketball. Like in '97, you couldn't do that. So it's not like something that they're like, okay, kids are getting bigger, stronger, faster. We can't have this. It's always been that way.
Mm-hmm.
While I don't necessarily agree with it, I understand it because you're asking for it in warm-ups because kids are going to sit there. Hey, my girlfriend's in the stands. I'm going to go up and show her I can slam dunk. And he's like the fourth string center. And then you are looking for injuries and you are looking for situations that is, going against why you're playing the game. But that being said, if you're in a game, and I'm not advocating on slam dunk contests, in the middle of games and holding onto the rim and doing like the Vince Carter putting your arm and your elbow through the hoop.
Right.
But dude, we live in Youngstown, Ohio. Like, let the kids play. Let the kids play. There's no reason to take – that would be like – and this pisses me off too. Sorry for the language. Like, the no celebration rule in the end zone, the no celebration rule if you hit a home run in baseball or softball. What are we doing here? Like, games are supposed to be fun. These kids aren't getting paid. Let them celebrate. And we've seen the flexing of that in college football and even in high school football that needs to be flexed even more. If you've got a 90 or a number 90 or number 70 or 60, 50 even, right? Big boys scoring touchdowns and you're going to flag them for celebrations, they'll never see that end zone again with the pigskin.
Mm-hmm.
If you got a kid, maybe that's the only dunk, and probably not, that Brody will ever have. And you're going to team. What you're telling them is, don't do that. Right. Don't do that. And that we can't have that. Cannot have.
What I would have liked there is even if like the ref sees that and says, okay, that's like probably maybe a technical foul, a warning. Like when he comes down, hey, you hung on to that rim a little bit too long. You do it again in this game, I'll tee you up. That would have been great. That would have been this like, hey, I see it that way. Like as a ref, I see that you hung on too long in my eyes, but I'm gonna give you like, hey, next time you do it, I'm gonna tee you up. Like a little bit of a cushion for the kid would have been really great for me in my eyes.
Because the referees have the ability for that too.
I know.
Yes, you have the 6-shooter in your pocket with a flag or with a technical foul or with a, ejection, all that stuff. But you also have the ability to show a little grace in these situations and not jump to 100% the other side and get defensive. That's also an ability. So how do we, as YSN, we're sitting here and we're criticizing and we know, coaches, referees, players, we don't like to criticize. So how do we make a bad situation better? How do we not make it worse? Well, Anthony, I'm glad you asked, right? You asked that, right?
I did. Absolutely.
Brody Smith, welcome to the YSN All-Star Game Slam Dunk Contest. You do what you want, man. You do what you want. There's your official invite, Mr. Smith. With all due respect, you want to come, we won't tee you up. We will have you elevate levitate like never before, put on a show for the thousands in attendance. Bring it on, man. Slam junk, Phi Slamma Jamma, that son of a gun, straight down. You want to Vince Carter that thing? You want to go Dwight Howard? You want a birthday cake? Blow out the candle? Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead. That's how we separate. That's how we do it. So if you know Mr. Smith, if you're close to Mr. Smith, maybe he's down. Maybe he's feeling bad about his luck. Maybe he's just doesn't even care. Probably. That's probably the case. But how do we make his life a little bit better after what we feel was a little bit of an unfair call? Hey, congratulations, All-Star. Welcome to the Slam Dunk Contest where you, my friend, you will be featured and celebrated like you should have been on that particular which DK Kotzel. Hey, DK. Had a baby.
Let's go, buddy.
Had a baby. Our announcers are red hot.
On fire, man.
Swinging a hot bat. Swinging a hot bat right now. We're just a bunch of dudes that are fans. That's it. That's it. Speaking of fans, Anthony, as we transition into the next part of our show, this morning was very special for me. Get a little text message from Ty Bartell. He says, "Hey, I got an interview. Would you like to be part of it?" Normally, it's a yes, right? Normally, it's always a yes. But when he adds the caveat of it's a guy named, well, I'll get to that in a second. It's a man who is a Girard Hall of Famer in football, a 4-year starter for the Indians, went on to play at Colorado State, also was the first ever All-State selection from the line, as I understand it. It was inducted in the Girard Hall of Fame in the year 2000. Had a little contract with the Arizona Cardinals, went on to be strength and conditioning coach at a couple different places at the D1 level. And now, Anthony, he's just the offensive line coach for the greatest football team in professional organization known to man, the Pittsburgh Steelers. And there will be 65,000 people waving yellow flags tonight in the stadium surrounding this man. Pat Meyer sat down with Ty Bartell and myself, the Girard native. In this interview, he was in the car. He was on the move because, trying to pin this guy. He's got a pretty big game tonight. I don't know if you know this. Steelers haven't had a home game since 2020. We all know what happened there. They haven't won a playoff game in quite some time, the last 8 seasons. So what I will tell you is for this gentleman, scholar, legend, to sit down with Ty and myself on game day in Pittsburgh, downtown. What an honor and a privilege it was. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we make way for the recorded interview with Mr. Pat Meyer. And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. It is a beautiful day here in Youngstown, Ohio. DJ Yokley, Ty Bartell with you, and we are absolutely, humbled, honored. Ty, a couple of the words that come to mind, because we have not only a legend from the Valley, a Hall of Famer from Girard, but a guy that tonight, on this very night, will be trying to get the Pittsburgh Steelers their first playoff victory in some time. And as someone who's pretty excited about this game, Ty, I'm excited to have this game. Let's get right down to it. A Girard Hall of Famer, a guy that played 4 years of varsity football for Girard, was the first ever offensive lineman to make All-State, and of course went on to Colorado State to play 4 years there. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Valley legend, Mr. Pat Meyer, offensive line coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Coach, how are you?
I'm good, DJ. Ty, how you guys doing? Appreciate the intro. Obviously, it wasn't necessary, but I appreciate it.
Oh, dude, there's so much more that we can give to that intro. You've done so much in your career, both as a player and as a coach, strength and conditioning coach as well. How, for you, when we talk about football and we talk about life and kind of the crossing the stream, so to speak, how much has football become not only a part of your life, but what does football mean to your life as we sit here today?
That's it is my life. That's what I've done since I've been since late '70s, since I was a player at Girard Little Indians. So that's pretty much it has consumed my life. Besides my family, that's the sport of football's made me who I am today. So I mean, it's what I do. It's what I live for. So it's been I've been blessed to have the opportunities I've had in the past as a player and as a coach. So it's been great.
Coach, you mentioned it. You've been around the sport for a long time. You've seen the growth. You've seen the evolution of it. What are some of those things, those finer details inside the trenches that you've seen grow from when you were a player to now when you're coaching at the pro level?
Just the little nuances, the different techniques, just the style of play, all of that. It grows, it changes. Just like anything else, it just the game slightly changes every year a little bit, and over decades, it's it becomes big changes. But I'd say that's the biggest thing. Probably the technical part of it and the fundamentals of the game have changed over the years. Course of the years, offensive line play and more usage of your hands and stuff like that, where before you couldn't, years ago you couldn't do that. So I'd say that's the biggest thing.
Coach, obviously there's a lot of people that cheer for you throughout your career, but as you alluded to before we started this interview, you've never stopped loving and believing and cheering for Girard. What is it about the Indians that keeps you coming back? What are some of those ties back to Girard that keep you excited and watching YSN, which was pretty cool to hear, by the way?
Oh, no, big, like you said, big fan of YSN. At times I'm able to get back there because heck, here in Pittsburgh, I'm only an hour away, but times I can't get there. I'm always on that YSN watching it and doing it. It's just, that area that we grew up there, whether it's Girard or anywhere in the valley down there, it's how you grew up in that, in that greater Youngstown area, the people, just to me, that makes it. That's what Girard is, just a blue collar, hardworking people. I was fortunate to have good people around me, and when you're talking, whether it be my family or coaches that I've had in the past, teachers and that's what made me what I am today.
I'm going to ask this from the perspective of a lot of, I know, high school players that probably want to ask this, because you talk about Girard, you talk about some great teams too. For those offensive linemen that have lofty dreams too at this high school level that want to continue to progress in this sport, what's some advice that you'd give to them to continue to see their progression and see them try to accomplish their goals?
Yeah, just, in terms of becoming a good player, just, the first thing is being a good teammate, really, just being, and trying to be like leaders and that type, to be the leader on the team. And, I can go through a ton of things, how they train, get surrounding themselves around good people. Just to me, it's, what kind of drive do they have, and how driven are they, and just continually be driven. And to me, again, the leadership part of it, especially for a lineman, is huge at any level, and just starting that out when they're young, and just loving the game, all the little details, being execution oriented and detail oriented.
Coach, how do you see leadership at that lineman level, as you alluded to, changing from Little Indians to, and Pop Warner to middle school, high school football, and on to college, and into the professionals? I mean, it seems like, the further up you get, obviously, the more important it is to keep that quarterback upright and to keep that running game going. But how do you see leadership exhibited on the field and then off the field, in film study and understanding kind of their assignments throughout the week?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, as somebody, as you grow and you get older, you learn, and you learn to become a better player, and surround yourself around, around good people. That's, the leadership part of it, comes from just anything you do, just learning how to lead is part of it, and surrounding yourself around good people. So, that's, to me, that's the biggest thing. Just, being around people that love the game, that love the sport, and surrounding yourself around good coaches, good players, and good people like that. So, and then, like I said, as you grow and you get older, you learn just like you do in anything in life.
Coach, you mentioned how much it is fundamentals and technique at this level too, and how that's kind of changed. How much of that compared to the mental side of the game is the challenge in coaching at this level, at the professional level, for these guys that are in the trenches, that are the ones getting bruised up the most too? How much of it is the mental side of coaching for them, and how much of it is the technicalities?
Yeah, no, it's obviously both are huge. The mental, just being able to process quickly and do stuff as a player, and the same with coaching, being able to make adjustments and things of that nature are big. Game planning throughout the week and getting the guys in the right positions, and it really comes down to, early on, getting the guys to believe in what you're teaching, and believe in what, whether that be a scheme or just, like I said, technique, or just believing in you, having that trust, that bond early on, building that from day one is a big thing, and coaching, and at any level, but when you get higher levels, and that's the highest level that, we can be at football. To me, that's the biggest thing, is just earning the guy's trust.
Pat, how does the motivation change along the years? Obviously, when you're, like we talked about, when you're playing Pop Warner, you're playing, youth football, you just want to make your parents happy and get to the orange slices at the end of the game. When you're in high school, you want to get that scholarship. When you're in college, you want to get, your name announced on draft day. And then professionally, you want to make that money. You want to get to that next contract. How, for you, as someone who's been at every single level, pro and amateur, how do the motivators change throughout the years, even in the coaching ranks?
Like, how do they change?
Yeah, I mean, what continues to inspire and what continues to motivate?
Just the way, just the way you're driven. I mean, the want to win. Obviously, like football's our sport, but the ultimate goal is to win. That's, to me, that's the biggest thing in terms of like driving, and that's, and you're not going to win every game. Nothing's going to, no games are ever going to be perfect. And, but it's just that drive to want to be the best, and, to ultimately to win and be the best at each level, that, whether it's, like I said, high school, college, professional football, it's the drive to want to be the best.
Coach, in the world of social media, it can be a good thing, it can be a bad thing, because everybody has an opinion. And I know that's one of the things a lot of the high school athletes can sometimes struggle with too, and seeing things on social media. For you guys in the coaching world, everyone's always, I feel like, hypercritical of the coaches at this level. Do you feel sometimes you feel like you want to step in there and say something for what they're saying about coach too? Do you feel like, how do you kind of battle that, I guess? Is it as simple as ignoring it? How do you ignore it? How do you kind of, I guess, deflect through all the noise that is going around on the outside?
Yeah, I don't, if you're sitting there in your office and looking at everything that's written about you, or written about your team or yourself or your players, you're not going to get anything. You're not going to get anything accomplished. So, yeah, just again, just the grind, and just believing in what you do and what your team does, and doing that, you just, you cut the noise out, and you just don't, you can't, it'll drive you crazy if you're on all those, like you said, the social media sites. And that's obviously has changed a bunch, over the years, just the social media part of it. But yeah, it's just, if you're busy enough and you're working and you're doing that and you're doing stuff right, hopefully you don't get a whole lot of that, but everybody does. So, just it's staying out of it, staying away from it, not letting that affect, what you do and how you prepare, each and every week.
How does your coaching preparation change? I mean, you got guys that are first-round draft picks on the offensive line at the professional level to a guy like Dylan Cook, who's, just absolutely kicking tail, but had a different route to the NFL, was on the practice squad for years, and now is the starting tackle for you. Does your conversations with these guys change depending on who it is?
Oh yeah, I mean they're all different, individuals and different temperaments and that, and you got to be able to, know what buttons to push for each guy, because they're all different, and you treat them fair, but at the same point you got to treat them differently too, depending on who they are. But at the same point, these guys want at every level, but at this level too, these guys want to be coached. They want to be coached hard. They want to win. They're doing it. Obviously, they're getting paid very well, but the 95%, 99% of all players, their ultimate goal is to win. They're making a good living, but if you can help, them and know that you're going to prolong their career or make their career better, they're going to listen to everything that you do. And again, that's just going back to part of that is building that bond, building that trust early on with the guys, and making them believe in you, because again, their ultimate goal is to win and become a better player too, which in turn obviously makes them more money too.
Pittsburgh always has a long history of dominant line play too. It's one of the trademarks. How do you kind of honor that legacy year in and year out?
Again, just doing the best I can to be the best coach I can be for these guys, to get them to play to the best of their ability. My goal obviously is to any guy that I have is for them to play their best football under my coaching. That's the ultimate goal. Is you get guys that are, like I said, a rookie or first round draft pick, or somebody like Dylan, who was a quarterback, like, I don't know, 6-7 years ago at the collegiate level, which is crazy to even think of that. But just getting them, just getting the best out of them, like I said, that's the ultimate goal, is for them to play the best under my coaching.
We saw Aaron Rodgers give a great Christmas gift to all your boys, the ATV. Did old number 8 give anything to you?
The side-by-sides are nice. Yeah, the side-by-sides I got are nice. Pretty, I saw him pulling in the parking lot that one day. I'm like, what? I was like, man, that's a nice gift. So yeah, no, Aaron's been great with the guys. The guys have been great with Aaron. So you got to have smart linemen when you have a quarterback like Aaron, because he demands a lot of those guys. A lot at the line of scrimmage. Whether it be changing snap counts, changing plays, making calls quickly, wanting the ball snapped right after making a call. So no, it's been fun. It's been good learning experience for those guys, for everyone involved. But no, Aaron took care of those guys. Yeah, Aaron takes care of. He took care of the guys. He took care of me too. Yeah, he took care of me.
Attaboy, Coach.
I didn't get a side-by-side. But...
Coach, my final question for you, because I want to be courteous with your time too. We got to talk about it's game day. It's game night for you guys too, and we got to talk on that without putting anything on film for the Texans, because we don't want to do that. What is the game plan though? What needs to happen tonight for the Steelers to capture that long-awaited playoff win again?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we got to take care of the football. Like, that's always the ultimate goal, is to take care of the football and try to create turnovers. That's the biggest thing, and stat wise is holding on to the ball, having ball security on your side, and trying to take away the football from the opposing team. So that's always a recipe for success. So doing that, obviously we got to be able to run the ball. From my perspective, we got to be able to run the ball, and we got to be able to obviously keep Aaron upright, and it'll be a challenge. It's like every week though. Every week's a challenge in terms of that. But the guys are up for it. We had a good week of practice. They're excited about the game. Excited about competing against team like the Texans. Home playoff game, first home playoff game here at Acrisure. I still call it Three Rivers, but it's Acrisure. Since I think 2020, so last 5-6 years ago. So they're excited about it. We're excited about it. Go out and get to play football on Monday Night Football in the wild card round at home. It's it doesn't get much better than that. So just roll that ball out there and let's play the game. It's coming up. We're excited about it and surely looking forward to seeing my guys play well.
Last one for you from my side, Coach. I mean, you talked about Pittsburgh being on fire, being excited about tonight. But for you, what's the experience like when in the second half that screen goes dark? And I know it's a defensive thing, but it's got to get some chill bumps up your arms a little bit when you hear Renegade and you see those towels flying all over Acrisure Stadium. What's it like for you?
Oh yeah, no, it's the first time I saw it there, and I'm a big Sticks guy too, so I was like, and I'm like, I just take a pause, and I really pretty much look at the crowd and just see all the terrible towels going while it's going on, and it's stadium's rocking. It's a pretty cool thing, it's one of the cool things of any level football. You say college football or NFL, having that. I don't know how many years they've been doing it now, but it's an exciting thing. It gets the guys jacked up. The crowd's wild. It's an unbelievable. It really is. It's an unbelievable thing to go through when we're there at home. It's awesome.
Coach, we can't thank you enough. You talk about unbelievable. It's been an unbelievable career for you. Feels like it's just getting started. Still so much left to do. How about bringing home a seventh Lombardi to Pittsburgh?
Man, that'd be awesome.
Bring it back to Gerard with you.
It's always the goal is to get into the tournament, and it's a single elimination tournament now. So, we got a few games. We got to take them one at a time. And this one here tonight's obviously is the first step to it. So looking forward to it.
We appreciate you. We're proud of you. And thank you so much for representing the Valley and being a hero here for everybody back home.
Awesome, guys. I appreciate you all having me on. And thanks for
Coach.
Thanks for the words. Yep. Take care, guys.
I don't want to brag, and I don't want to get too excited, Anthony, but I texted you. I didn't give you any kind of information, but how pumped did you get when you heard that he was a fan of YSN?
I was like, I was surprised you kept your cool during the interview.
He spoiled it a little bit because, all right, I'll give you a little behind the scenes. So Ty was there first. I was driving from my house to here to athletics, trying to be professional. This is what I had on, so this is what I wasn't changing, and I felt pretty good about it. Like if I was wearing a Texans jersey or something, I probably would have changed. But guess what? We're not professionals in any in any stretch of the imagination.
I know,
and I felt like he'd be at home. And when I popped on, obviously he was driving, so his phone was down and shooting up, so you could see like the bridges of Pittsburgh as he was driving. So I covered it up in post with some of those graphics. But he's like, who else is on the line with us? And Ty introduced me. I never had the opportunity, the honor of meeting Pat Meyer until this morning, and Ty introduced me, and they have a connection somewhere, which is awesome, right? Mm-hmm. And he goes, "Oh yeah, DJs, I'm a big fan of you and YSN." And Anthony, if you could have felt my heartbeat just boom, 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 like out of my chest, like boom, 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 like it was like a basketball being dribbled down the floor. Not that there's any interviews that are bigger than the other ones, but I don't care if it's a parent, I don't care if it's a student athlete. Anytime someone says they're a fan of what we do, as opposed to the other way around, I get so just whole. But when it's a coach of your favorite athletic team of all time, and he goes, "Yeah, I watched the Poland Gerard game on YSN, and I watch all it." What? What?
Puts in a real perspective that like anyone can watch us, and you never know who's watching. Could be an offensive line coach in the NFL. You just never know. Could be a head coach in the NFL. You never know who's out there.
I swear to God, if Mike Tomlin's watching right now or at any point, we're going to have a Code Brown on our hands. Straight up Code Brown. I would lose it. Obviously, the standard is the standard. Like, I would lose it.
You see Mike Tomlin in the comments?
Coach T.
Coach T.
Coach T in the comments. Obviously, the standard is the standard. You guys are meeting that standard. If my aunt had parts, she'd be my uncle. Yes.
Yes.
We're with you, Coach T. To the end. And that end ain't coming anytime soon. Thank you. Thank you. All that being said, thank you to Coach Meyer. Thank you to Ty Bartell. Thank you to whoever helped that interview happen. Timely.
Right.
Kind of under the gun a little bit because Ty told me, and it was like, we didn't have much time to get ready. So your boy was all juiced up. I thought I read it wrong. I was like, okay. Yep. I was on 14.
I got to get to the studio.
If you saw a blue blur of our rental car, I'm sorry about it. Got here safely, but it was the fastest a Chevy Equinox has ever gone. I'm pretty sure. I think we broke some time records getting from East Palestine to Route 7 here in Columbiana. Not proud of that, but I am proud of that interview. Proud of Ty. Proud of. Man, if that doesn't make you feel good about YSN. And it's not just about us. And I don't want to say I'm freaking proud. We'll pat on the back. But hey, to all you parents out there, you never know who's watching. You never know who's watching.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the crazy part. You never know who's what. We've seen D1 baseball coaches. We've seen professional coaches watching now. Now we know. Stamp it. Dude, I can't. And to not give it away before the interview, that was obviously recorded. I feel pretty good about myself. I felt like I kept a secret. And I'm not very good at it. Just ask my wife. Just terrible. Terrible.
Don't tell DJ any secrets. So.
That's not true. I'm just not very good at it.
I was going to say, DJ keeps a lot of secrets. Like, there's a lot of things that he can't make public that he gets privy to.
One day
there's going to be a book.
It ain't going to be a children's book either.
Book of Secrets in the Congress Library of Congress. Like National Treasure.
I feel pretty good about that.
Read page 53. It will change your life.
Do you think Nicolas Cage would play me in a movie? Like, I don't look anything.
He's playing John Madden, which surprised me. Like, that wasn't what I expected.
Did you see the picture of it though?
Yeah, I was like, oh, all right. When you told me they're making a John Madden movie, and you said, who do you think will play John Madden?
Frank Caliendo.
Nicolas Cage would not be the first one that I would come up with, but it looks good.
How did Frank Caliendo get overseen? Boom! Tough acting, ton acting.
Brett Favre.
But he looks like John Madden.
Dang good.
He looks like him.
Movie magic, man.
Who would play Anthony? Oh,
geez. I don't know.
If you say like The Rock or somebody, your credibility goes out the window.
No, that's
Dwayne Johnson would play Anthony Hartwig in a movie. I think we have a lot of similarities.
Yeah, and I'd have to think on that. You don't really ever think about like who would play me in a movie. Like I think I've always been a fan of Robert Downey Jr. So like that'd be fun to have Iron Man play you. But I feel like that might be swinging for the fences a little bit too much.
Hey,
Dare to
write
dream.
The check, baby.
Zachary
Write the
Levi
check.
is one of my favorites.
Why are you picking superheroes?
Well, he did play Shazam, but I know him from Chuck, and he's kind of that guy that's kind of a nerd like I am. And he has always said in interviews that Chuck was pretty much, if you've seen the TV show Chuck.
Can you find someone that looks anything like you? Like you might as well say Kevin Hart or like Jackie Chan.
Give me Denzel Washington.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Pretty close, man. Pretty close.
Can you say King Kong ain't got on me? I'm looking for it.
I don't know. Yeah, I think And don't bring Matthew McConaughey though. I'm not a big fan. Sorry, Matt.
All right.
Sorry, Matt.
Why?
I had a lot of his movies he overacts and then just ruins it for me.
Would you stop it with this movie critic garbage?
I've never been a big fan of Matthew McConaughey. I'm sorry. This is something about him. Nothing against him personally. This is acting. Like,
who's going to play you? Who would play Anthony Hartwig?
Probably with my luck, Matthew McConaughey.
See, you strike me as more of a Rick Moranis. Like, I think if we got Rick Moranis back in Hollywood, it'd be perfect for you.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
I like to think of him more of a Spaceballs guy. Why does nobody ever remember Rick Moranis for Spaceballs? It's always Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I have to believe Spaceballs was a bigger movie than Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. No?
Maybe. I don't know.
That
was the first thing that came to me. Like, when I think Mark Moranis, I think Ghostbusters.
Oh, yeah.
I think Rocky Horror Picture Show and
I've never seen that.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Spaceballs,
like, yeah, but he's not like, I don't know. It wasn't the first thing that came to mind.
That
I see your sports is as big as mine.
That's not, no. So many good lines from Rick Moranis. So many in that movie. So many. Can't even start. We're going to ludicrous speed, sir. Oh, I love that. He was such a good actor. But the reason that he got out was to spend more time with his family, and I respect that. But I was disappointed when he didn't come back for Ghostbusters, the last one, because I heard rumblings. I heard rumors.
Maybe about Paul Rudd. I know he's older, but he's a Chiefs fan. He'd nail my fandom pretty well.
Do you think like?
I know that's another superhero.
Yeah, man. Like you got like
Ed O'Neill.
Ed O'Neill.
That's not who I'm thinking of. Who's the other guy that's the Chiefs?
Al Bundy? No, it's the guy from Modern Family. It's the guy that played. His name's Eric in real life.
Yeah, Eric. It was the E. I said Ed O'Neill. Ed O'Neill's from Youngstown. He's also in Modern Family.
Ursuline guy, yes. Also played Al Bundy. For those of you not acquainted, we got a nice shirt call.
Yeah. At the Maplewood on today. I want to thank although my mic's kind of blocking it with this view. Maplewood.
Dude, just leave your mic there. Leave your mic there. You can hear it just as well.
Shout out.
Yeah. See, now your mic's not in the way. Mine is. Do you want me to get my mic out of the way?
It's a TJ Watt jersey.
This is TJ Watt jersey.
It's on brand. What do you think of real quick? I mean, the playoffs the weekend and the Steelers game tonight. You feeling confident?
Did you just ask me if I'm feeling confident?
Yeah, confident.
If I didn't feel confident, I would not be wearing a Steelers jersey. I would not don the black and gold. I take that back. I would don the black and gold if I wasn't feeling confident. Mm-hmm. I don the black and gold all the time.
Exactly.
Steelers till I die. And guess what? If somehow, some way, those Houston Texans make the trip from Texas to Pennsylvania, down to the Berg, and they walk away with a victory, I'll be a Steelers fan tomorrow. Mm-hmm. I might not be as excited. Might be a little bit devastated. Might be a long Tuesday. But boy, oh boy, I love my Pittsburgh Steelers. Love them. And what? What do we got here?
Sean, Rams, they were scaring me against the Panthers.
I didn't see that game. I forgot that game was on.
I was watching it in the lobby of Canfield before the game started. I was like, it's 17-17 in the fourth quarter. What's going on? But
I noticed that you didn't put this one up, Anthony. You didn't put that particular comment up about my shirt.
What? It wasn't up yet. Sean was the last one that was up when I put it up.
What?
Have we heard the Super Bowl song yet for Pittsburgh?
Have we?
Pittsburgh going to the
there might be a certain second grader that was listening to it this morning on the way to school. It started with Renegade, and he was rocking. And then it went straight to the Roger Wood. Here we go.
I guess they got to come out with a new one, right? For
They did.
oh,
It's
they did.
out.
Okay, okay. I haven't heard it yet. I didn't know.
Every playoff version, Roger Wood continued the 5 notes since I believe 1995 was when they came up with it. Pittsburgh's going to the Super Bowl. Here we go.
I think it's really timely that you had the offensive line coach because I think the biggest threat that Houston poses is their defensive line. So that's going to be what to watch tonight.
You wait till number 8 steps up. That Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
From Chico, California. He's going to step up. He's a Pittsburgher now. He's going to step up, throw a couple strikes down the field. We got DK Metcalf back. He's done punching people. He's going to beat up on that Texans defense now. Okay,
Curious.
That's what he's going to do. And hey, keep your eye on Pat Freiermuth. Keep your eye on Pat Freiermuth. Don't sleep on the couch. Snake will bite. I'll tell you. It's what's going to happen. Pat Freiermuth's going to have a big touchdown. Little tutty here in this one. Then, hey, we know Chris Boswell's been going through it a little bit. He's been going through it. Greatest kicker in the NFL, I'll tell you. Missed an extra point. Some say it was blocked. Some say it was blocked. But I'm going to tell you this right now. Boss gets on the field, down at Heinz Field. I don't care if you want to call it Acrisure. Call it all you want. Still Heinz Field to me. Coach Pat said it's 3 Rivers. He goes back even further. But I'll tell you this, Boss gets on the field, he's going to drill it. He's going to drill it wherever it is. Put 60, hell, put a 70-yarder out there. Boss is going to drill it from that crabgrass they put out there on Heinz Field. He'll drill it. Whatever it looks like.
His DK Kotzel surpassed DK Metcalf? Is he?
I'll tell you one thing. DK Kotzel's never punched anybody in the stands. Thank God. That'd probably be a little bit of what we call an insurance risk on YSN's part.
You'd have to vote.
But I appreciate the hands of DK Metcalf. I appreciate the patience of DK Kotzel.
You can't catch a ball if it's in a fist. So let's keep them open.
And you know what? Them Texans gonna know if they mess with DK, he's gonna throw them hands. He's gonna mess them up. Houston, we got a problem. Pretty sure what they said. I'm excited for tonight's game beyond belief. Please do not text me or call me during the 8 o'clock to 12 o'clock hours. Please don't. I will not answer. And there's a bunch of jokers out there.
Even if you're watching along.
I had this conversation. I had to ask Greg McAfee the other day. He's watching the Bills, and I said, "Hey, man, do you mind if I text you during this game? Is it going to throw you off?" What did DK say?
You just said, "Appreciate it, Sean." Let's settle down there, Sean.
Calm me down, Sean. Dude, the Pittsburgh accent is the best accent of all time. Calm down, Sean. It's the best. What's the Kansas City accent?
Midwestern. I don't know. A lot of people down there just sound a little Southern, but that's like not like all the way Southern. So it's kind of like weird.
Mahomes. That's the Kansas City accent. Mahomes. Kelsey. Taylor Swift. That's still a little Pittsburgh in there. Dang it. Don't sleep on the couch. Snake will bite. Greatest. That's actually an East Palestine accent.
It's close. It's close.
I'm there. East Pittsburgh. My wife from Pittsburgh. Leave us alone. She doesn't speak anything like.
So did Greg say no text during the game?
He said, "Hey, I got 4 group chats going," and I was like, "Oh, okay. I am the opposite of you. We are not on the same team here."
He had to sweat that one out, man. But Josh Allen's the man.
I mean, back to your original question, long way to get there. I mean, are you not entertained?
right? It's a good.
Are you
playoffs.
not entertained? Like, I'm a baseball playoff guy, hockey playoff guy. I think the NFL figured it out.
Now, this year, there's been no snores. I mean, like last night, maybe you could argue it was a little bit boring, but it was still close.
I fell asleep. The New England game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I fell asleep.
Congratulations, Ty. You out there as a Patriots fan.
I had the Tom Brady jersey on. Not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna hold it back. I had it. I was rocking it.
Yeah, it's been a fun playoffs, and hopefully we get one more fun game, and go Steelers, right? I don't know any Texans fans.
Clip it.
I don't have any reasons to root for the Steelers.
Clip that and rerun it on repeat.
Clip it.
Speaking of clips, we will have that whole interview, in case you missed anything, with Coach Pat Meyer up on our website and on YouTube. And we will also have the Bo Brungard interview from last week. Was it Friday? No.
Thursday.
We'll have that on YouTube. I believe it's already up on YouTube. We will have the story posted on YSN Live later today, thanks to not having a game tonight. So I'll have a little time to go retro and get those up. So excited. Thanks to Ty once again for making that happen. A dream come true. Humbled, honored, and certainly excited for that interview. And thanks to everybody else there that was out there watching. I know that people were excited about it, as they should be. Tomorrow, Anthony, you've been doing some I don't like plugging away. We've got 1,000-point score, maybe the greatest score of all time in Beaver local history. Owen Hill joining the show tomorrow, and also
we have from Badger and Kinsman, the pride of Badger, Alton Winchek, going to be joining us at noon. So 2 live guests, 2 boys basketball players that are lighting up the scoreboard right now. Can't wait to talk to them both.
Which leads us to our final segment of the show, which is the Joe Dickey Electric What's Your Spark, presented by Joe Dickey Electric. They are everything electrical, and just like YSN, they are available 24/7, 365 at DickeyElectric.com. What's your spark?
So, like, as we know, that Howland clip went pretty viral, and there's a lot of funny comments that have kind of gone out to it. I guess my spark is, like, let's also remember that to be civil a little bit. I think there's a line that's sometimes talking about sports and talking to sports fans and talking to each other, and remember they are high school kids. That's one of the things. Kids, they're children. Let's
Children's.
Let's take a breath. Take a breath before you type some stuff.
Let me ask you a question. Do you feel like a lot of times when you're looking at those comment section, when there is a viral video, do you feel like there's like a trophy that people think is handed out for the biggest
most creative, the biggest troll?
Yeah. I'm always looking for the trophy, because I'm like, oh man, and that takes some cojones to say that. Cojones is, of course, the English term for cojones.
Right.
I don't know. Do you feel like that's out there? Like, people feel like, hey, I've got to do this. I've got to say what's in my heart or what's in my mind, because someone out there is going to laugh.
Yeah, probably. And there's probably a lot of people that are like, hey, if I have the most shocking comment, then I'm going to get some people, upset at me, or I'm going to get some response. I think there are people that are like responses, whether they're fired back at them or they're just complimenting them. There are people out there that just kind of like the notification pop up that, hey, someone commented on your comment, and they like that. They get a kick out of it.
They get that dopamine hit.
What can I do to get replies, whether they be not nice replies or pat in my back replies? What can I do to get those notifications, whatever sound Facebook makes now?
Gotta get that dopamine hit. What do I say about this 17-year-old that's really gonna drive people insane? That's really gonna send them to the next level.
I'll tell you something.
Let me tell you something, brother. Well done. My spark goes out to
Is this true? Is Sean Elwood breaking news in the comments? Is this
Time out. What do we got here?
the new conference, the Greater Portage Conference, to be formed in 2027? Fairfield, Waterloo, Southeast, all moving out of the MVAC.
I cannot confirm nor deny. I may have heard rumors. We may have been contacted. Sean breaks it, and Anthony throws it up on YS.
Let's go.
Gosh. I can hear my phone buzzing right now. That may be the case. Or it could be a very early April Fool's joke. You be the judge. And with that, my spark is keeping things close to the chest and close to the vest in media. That'll do it. We'll be here all week, at least until Thursday. Sean. Whoops.
Whoops.
Way to go, Shefty. Sean Schefter, everyone out there breaking
New
news and
nickname.
hearts at the same time. And then Anthony just clicking away. Clicking away. There we go. Yeah, great job, Ant.
Good job,
Nice.
man. Yep.
There we go. We're no different than reliable sources.
Hey, we're not
at this
professionals.
point.
We've already said
We are in no way professionals at all. God, this show sucks. This show's the worst. All right, that's going to do it before we get in any more trouble. That's it. Good night, everybody. Enjoy lots of games on YSN tonight. Lots of girls hoops on the network. All you got to do is go to ysnlive.com, or if you're just looking for the scores while you're watching the Steelers-Texans game tonight and Coach Meyer, go to ysnlive.com/scores. Damn it, Anthony, we're screwed. They will not cancel us. They will not. We will not be constrained.
we will not be
Because-
ignored.
We will not be ignored either, except for maybe ignore that comment. Damn it. I don't know what else to do. That's going to do it. We're going to be better tomorrow, hopefully, and not break any news that we shouldn't be breaking. For Anthony, Ronald Hartwig, the 8-time best-selling author, world traveler, probably going to prison now in Guantanamo Bay.
I'm out.
Jay Oakley, go Steelers. We'll see you tomorrow. Ant, may the sports be with you, pal.
Probably getting the pink slip as soon as we go off the air. So see you guys later.
No, you're just going to either jail or hell. One of the two.
One of the two. I'm out.
Good night.
YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of Your Sports Network. For stories, stats, and more, go to ysnlive.com.